Getting data from external REST APIs is a common task when programming in Python. In this short tutorial, you learn the fastest and easiest way to read data from a REST API by using the Python programming language. Let's get started. If you want to retrieve data from a REST API with Python, you need to start importing the request and JSON and the JSON package by using the following two lines of code. So import requests and import JSON. And requests is a simple yet elegant HTTP library. It can be installed with python-pip pip install requests. And with the request package available, we are able to use the get method to initiate a HTTP GET request to an existing endpoint of a REST-based API. So, for the following example, we will use the REST service, which is provided by JSON placeholder, and it can be found at https JSON placeholder.typicode.com, and our endpoint is this JSON placeholder and to dos. So copy this and VS Code and create a variable API response and request dot get, and so send the endpoint, and the specific endpoint which we're using here is the to-dos endpoint, which is delivering a JSON list of to-dos items. This URL is passed as a string argument to the call of requests.get. The result is stored in variable API response. And with the API response variable available, we are not ready to comment insights into the response which is returned from the REST API endpoint. E.g., we are able to retrieve the HTTP response status code by accessing so print API response dot status code. Sorry, status code. And so run the project, terminal, and py upload py, and so install the request py -m pip install requests. So wait, and we are able to retrieve the to-do data which are provided by using the text property. By using the JSON.loads method, we are passing the return to the data into a JSON object, which is stored in parse JSON. So the request installed and run again, and we have an error status code. Sorry, save and run, and we have 200, and 200 is okay. So create a data variable. Data is API response dot text, and parse JSON is JSON dot loads, and send data. Save, and finally the JSON object is printed the console. Print tools and parse JSON. Save and run again, and we have our JSON to dos. We have these values, and you should then to you should then be able to see the following output. And congratulations, now you have retrieved REST API data with Python successfully.